Blog Talk Radio.
Hello, and welcome to the Good Golly Miss Holly Show. We are so glad you are here. Please no questions about pregnancy, legal questions, mediumship or health. All readings are for entertainment purposes only. Now here is your sassy, southern and psychic host Miss Holly.
Happy Friday, everybody. It's Miss Holly, the Good Golly Miss Holly Show. I'm so glad to be here with everybody. I hope y'all have had a good week, and I hope to see y'all, speak with some of y'all on tonight's show. If you would like to have a reading or a prophetic word or have someone pray with you or over you, I am here to do that with you. So the phone number here is 516-387-1921. That number again is 516-387-1921. And let's go ahead for our first caller. You're on the air with Good Golly Miss Holly.
Hi, this is Yvonne from California.
Hi, Yvonne. How are you, Sugar Pie?
I'm doing great. Thanks for asking.
What can I help you with, dear?
I have a question. My question, do I have to have a question, or can I just get a general, whatever you see?
Questions usually are better because that way I can give you what you're actually looking for instead of just poking around in the dark. Go ahead,
okay, great. Okay, my question, I guess I'll go with love. Do you see me getting a husband or a boyfriend coming soon for me?
They're telling me June, which I know is not very close, but that's what they're telling me, that you're going to start a new relationship in June. And that this is going to be in June. Mm-hmm. June.
Okay.
June. Yeah. And this is not somebody that you know. You're going to meet them through a friend, and it's going to be good. But they're telling me move slowly and don't put pressure on yourself. So just enjoy it. And it will develop naturally. Okay? Is there anything else that you had a question about?
Oh, no, that's it for now.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
God bless. Okay. So we haven't got a line tonight. I think it's because I ran my mouth too much on Wednesday. But if you do want to have a reading with me, a mini reading or a prophetic word, you can give us a call at 516-387-1921. And in the meantime, I'm going to tell you something that happened to me today that I thought was very, very interesting. And it's interesting how God's hand works in things. So I am 56 years old, and my hair is mostly silver at this point. And I have been dyeing it since I was 19. So today, I made an appointment earlier this week to go see my hairdresser, who is, I hope she doesn't mind me saying her name is Beth Sapp, and she works in the Fantastic Sam's in Canton, Georgia, and she is a miracle worker, so just so you know. And so I went to go get my hair blended in with my roots so I don't have to color my hair anymore. And it was so funny because in the next chair to me, there was another lady doing the exact same thing. And they thought it was odd. I thought it was odd too because there's not a lot of women that do that strip their hair down to get it to whatever the natural color is, in my case, silver, because it's a very long process. And the lady in the booth, the lady in the chair next to me was doing the exact same thing, and we even had the same length of hair. So I just think that's a God thing, to be real honest with you, because I had been struggling with this for a while. And with COVID and everything, it was getting very, very difficult for me to keep the upkeep on my hair. Well, I couldn't. So I just decided to let it to give up the ghost and go natural from now on in. And it was a really interesting day. And the two of us celebrated the fact that we were entering into our gray or snow-haired years. And it was something to celebrate. So I just think that was a really cool thing. So I love when God does things like that. Hi, you're on the air with Good Golly, Miss Holly. How can I help you?
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, Golly. This is Sharon.
Hi, Sharon. How are you?
I'm doing really well. My job's going good. I'm so happy. It's going really. Oh, at least so far it is.
Yay! Yay!
Do you feel I'm going to expand there? And do you think I'm going to stay there for at least another 5 years?
I do. Now, I am going to tell you that I see another opportunity with another company coming your way in about 18 months. So you are going to have a decision to make.
Wow,
Just
it's
so you know.
a position at another office, if it's a different company. I'll just let it. Yeah, I don't like to analyze things too much. I just let it flow. Isn't that the way to do it?
Let it flow. Yes, ma'am.
That's
so
so
did you
funny.
get a new puppy?
So, that's what I wanted to ask you. I had to take my little baby to the emergency room.
Oh, Lord.
What can you pick up on her?
She's had it rough. Ooh.
Daisy. Tell me. You are so good. I want to see what you pick up. Mm-hmm.
Ooh. She's got some internal, she's got some stomach intestinal stuff going on.
Yep. Go on. I'll tell you then. Go on. Yep. They fixed it. They gave her an enema. She didn't go to the bathroom for 4 days. That's all fixed.
It was the food that they were feeding her. Oh, they rescued. You know what?
Yeah, go on.
Do you know what? I think it almost seems like, I don't know if it was cheap food or what, but it was like she had wood fibers in her tummy.
That's exactly what the vet said. She said it almost looked like wood. Honest to God, that's what she said.
Yeah, wood fibers in her tummy.
It's all out, and I feel so. I was almost in tears. She has been suffering so bad.
Yeah, and it's been a while. I mean, this is not. I mean, it's. She's been suffering like this for. Yeah. Oof, bless her heart.
I'm getting her fixed Tuesday. That's going to help her a lot with her female parts because she had babies.
Yes.
She had a litter. And I think what happened is they took the babies away from her too soon. She's been traumatized, this poor little girl. I'm telling you.
Yes. But you know what? She needs a mama. She needs a mama.
Does she like me?
Yeah. Yeah, she really does.
I know you tell me the truth. She feels comfortable. I want her to. She's been through she opens up a little bit more every day.
Yeah.
She's a beagle, by the way.
But she's going to be, she's been through it. Gosh. Woo.
Yeah.
Gosh, that
she
poor
had
little
terrible
baby's
owners
been through
before,
it.
didn't she?
Yeah.
She had terrible owners, didn't she?
Well, I mean, I don't think the dog was beaten. I think the dog was neglected.
Okay.
I'm not seeing a whole lot of abusive trauma type thing. I'm seeing a lot of neglect, and I'm seeing a lot of cheap, bad for you food, and I'm seeing just severe neglect on this.
Not anymore.
Girl.
She's not.
So.
Oh God.
Yeah, but she's going to be. Are you keeping her?
I really think I am. We found out I'm going to be going to work 2 days a week. I at least have her for the next month. I know that for a fact because I'm going to get her. I already talked to Laura. I got to get her better. First of all, she's on medication. She's got to get spaded, and after that, I don't know how. She's just so sweet. I take them all. But now that I know for sure that I'm going to be going into office 2 days a week, I just found that out this week.
Yeah, so she can stay for a little bit by herself.
I know.
Yeah. And you know what? I don't think that it would be, I mean, I'm just going to tell you what I am picking up on, she's not going to do well with another move. Okay.
Yeah.
She is not going to do well with another move. And she has a hard time trusting people.
Oh,
This little girl does. But she's starting to trust you. So
she came back from the vet today. She stunk so bad. I don't know if she rolled in poop. I said, I know you're going to hate me, Daisy, but you're going in the bathtub. I gave her a bath. She's not getting on my bed smelling like poop.
Well, why did she come back smelling like poop from the bed?
She had, I think that they were trying to get her to poop. They want to make sure that was her she didn't poop for 4 days. So I think today they were checking her again to make sure everything's okay in her colon. That was it.
Yeah, but they should have given her a bath before they sent her home.
They didn't. Well, to be honest with you, I got to give them credit. When I went to pick her up, there were like 12 cars in the parking lot. That's how busy the place was. I had to wait like 50. Oh, yeah, they were packed. And I understand. I love the doctor. She's really nice. They're just overwhelmed.
Sure. Yeah.
But is she going to be okay?
How'd she do with the bath?
At first, this is her second one. I gave her one when I first brought her home, too. She doesn't like it, but she doesn't get mean with me. She gives me a dirty look afterwards, but she's sleeping right on top of me now. She's over it. She smells so good.
Well, and she feels better, too.
I know.
She feels better. She feels better internally, and she's clean, and she's safe.
She's going to be okay, isn't she?
Yeah, she is going to be okay. But I'm telling you right now that giving her to someone else is not going to serve her well. Just so you know.
It's going to traumatize her.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God. I've already been looking at doggy daycares.
What are you doing?
I can't leave her 8 hours a day at home. But I'll figure. Right now, I'm taking it day by day. She's with me. She's safe. I have to leave her tomorrow to get my hair done. I have a big cage. I don't know if you can pick up on tomorrow. I hope she's going to be okay for 2 hours. Oh my! She's used to. She was in a cage in okay at the shelter for a couple of days. Think she's going to go nuts?
She'll be fine. Put a blanket on. Put a blanket in there. Yeah, that has your scent on it. And a couple of chew toys. I just don't want her to go. And if she starts crying over, I'm going to have Charles come in and look at her. I've got to get my hair done. My life cannot end because you have a dog. You have to be able to do, you know what I mean? Go out for an hour every once in a while. Oh, I went today to get my hair done. It's the first time since COVID.
Oh, mine's tomorrow. I get it done every 8 or 9 weeks. I know I heard you a little bit on the phone. Isn't it nice? We deserve to get those things. But
we do.
Now, back to work. Mm-hmm. Janie is being so nice to me. She's changed her tune, hasn't she? She's a blonde.
She's changed her tune, but she's had some relief in her personal life. Things are moving a little better for her now.
Okay.
So
that's what I wanted.
Which is a good thing. Yes, and she's glad that you're there now.
Good. Oh my God. Because she can have an attitude, but she's been so. I'm not even going to go. She's been very, very nice.
Perfect.
I was in an accident in April, and since then I've had a couple issues with my car. Nothing major, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But I'm buying a new car, and I want to make sure it's going to be a good purchase. I already picked it out. Do you feel that working out well?
Mhm. I do, and it's overdue, by the way.
I know.
They're saying it's overdue. So yes.
Yeah. But my car's not bad. When you get in a car, forget it. I was going to keep it. I'm going to trade it in and get another one. Mm-hmm. But so that's going to work out too. I thought.
Yep. Yeah. Yes.
Anything else you can pick up?
I see smooth sailing for you for a while. So
smooth sailing, good.
Hallelujah.
How about a long while? Yeah. Just take it day by day. I know.
I'm not seeing anything turbulent for you. For at least, I'm not seeing anything turbulent at all. So, now that doesn't mean anything. That means it's 6 months. I know. But I don't see anything major at all. So I think you're going to have a breather. Yeah. Mhm. Yes.
You know, we all have issues that we have to go through. I know. Oh, thank God. Okay, that makes me feel much, much better. But the bottom line is, everybody's accepted me at my job, and everything's cool, isn't it?
Uh-huh. They like you because you fix problems.
That's part of our job.
Well, yes, it is, but that's not how everybody looks at it there. So,
Oh, that's funny.
you fix problems. You don't cause problems, which is a really great thing.
Oh, I see. I made a joke to Janie, too, when she hired me. I said, there's one thing you're going to love about me. She's like, what's that? I said, I don't start trouble. I mind my own business. She's like, I know. Because she can pick up on people. I don't start trouble. There's so many people that do.
Yeah.
I know. I'd rather bring people together
trouble.
and keep peace.
Yeah.
I know. There's lots of people like that.
Yeah. And I don't understand why that is, but, I try and steer way clear of those people these days. I have learned my lesson with that. So, you can go and cause your own problem somewhere else. I don't want to be bothered. And that's kind of how I look at it these days.
I just love this little doggy.
Oh.
The next thing I'm going to do, just after, I don't look, but the next thing is going to be as a relationship for me.
I was just about to mention that to you.
I know.
That's
It'll
coming.
Come, and I'm sure my
it's
my
going to
dad's
come this
going to
summer.
help. Yeah, I believe it. When I'm ready. Last year I was not ready. You have to be in the right frame of mind.
You do, but you are now, and I see that coming. Yeah, in the summertime.
Do you feel I'm going to meet him at work?
No.
Okay.
I'm feeling that this is going to be something. It's either going to be a group that you join or something that's for either the pet beagles or the pet that you have or something like that.
Yeah. That's an interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Meet him through something like that.
Yes. Which is going to be better for you because you need another animal lover.
Definitely,
really
I know. So summer.
Mm-hmm.
Wonderful. Listen, thank you so much, Holly, for answering
You're
my questions.
welcome,
You can get your next call. I'm so relaxed tonight.
I'm so
Have a
glad.
nice night.
All right, give Daisy a kiss from me. Have a good one.
Blessings.
God bless. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.
Sharon is one of my favorite people. I just really enjoy talking with her, and I am so grateful to all of you who call me on a regular basis. You're like my family. It's the Good Golly Miss Holly tribe. All righty, we've got somebody else calling in. Let's see what they... Hi, you're on the air with Good Golly Miss Holly.
Oh, my gosh, I got through. This is so awesome. I love your voice, by the way. It's very calming.
Thank you. How are you?
Now I don't know what to say. Well, I mean, it's 2021, and hopefully soon it'll be 21, 22. I had to think about that. Isn't that wild to say 21, 22?
It is. It's very wild. It's so funny that you would say that because I had a client talk with me. It was a young client, and we got to talking, chit-chatting as you do, and I said, do you remember, I don't know, the Beatles or something like that? And she says, who?
Oh,
and
no.
I said, oh, yeah. I said, honey, what year were you born in? 1998?
Jeez. Yes, that's a young person.
Yes. And she's sweet as she can be. She is the cutest thing ever. Let me just say that, okay? But she says, when were you born? I said 1964.
Oh, no.
And she says, well, that was a really long time ago. I said, it's going to be a really
she didn't.
short time for you if you don't change your tune. Just so you know. I was like, wow.
Especially young people, they need to learn not to ask a woman's age or their weight.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I have a student that I tutor. He was born in 2003. And
I have one of those kids, yeah.
dear goodness me. And he's super smart, okay? And he says, were you born in the 1900s? Way back in the 1900s? And everything's distance at this point, So I just want to crawl to the internet and just slap him into next week. Oh, anyway.
Well, we're all young at one point, so I get it. I understand.
We were. What can I help you with today?
Well, I was toggling in my mind. I listened to your last show, by the way, and it was really good. I listened to the whole thing. And I'm wondering if I can find love through my profession, not my job, but my profession, which is, I don't even know how to say it without giving you tells.
Let's pull some cards and see. You didn't say anything. Okay. Let's see what we have here. Okay. I am using my Angel Answers deck, which is by Radley Valentine, who does not sponsor the show because I don't have it. Well, this is kind of interesting. I'm gonna pull one more. Well, this is interesting because they're saying be assertive, ask your angels, and no need to worry, which is kind of what your spirit guides were saying. There's somebody that you're already interested in, is there not?
No, I have an idea in my head, even down to like 6'1", I have this image in my mind.
Okay.
I don't know if it'll happen, but.
Well, here's the thing. I'm seeing that are you familiar with the technique called Force Speak?
Force Speak.
What
is it? Maybe I know it by a different name.
Okay. So what it is, and I learned this summer with my sister at, I went to some classes online for prophetic words and praying over people and that type of thing. And this is actually a way of telling the universe or your angels what you need and what you want. And basically what
projection.
It is yes.
You could do that in prayer.
Yes. But you say it out loud, but you say it as if it's already happened.
You
Does that
claim
make sense? Yeah.
Yeah, I think I just knew it by a different name.
Yeah, that's the name that I knew it by too, but more people apparently know it by this name, so I'm trying to be more inclusive.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
No, that's cool. It's always good to learn a new term for us old ladies.
But so true. But
I know.
Basically, and you tell it into the universe, and I was like, okay, well, this sounds like, projection or that type of thing, which has been around since the year dot. The Secret talks about that a whole lot and things like that. So, it's not new. But the way that they taught it, it was very, very interesting because I took the class in the beginning of August. And I had just started doing this full time. And I don't have any technical background at all. So I had never heard of
amazing background, though, that you have.
Oh, thank you.
No, I listened to it the other day. That was pretty cool.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. But anyway, the whole thing is that I did that, and now I have Blog Talk and all these clients, and
that's amazing.
And it's not that it just hands it to you, but it shows you the path of what you can do if you're willing to do the work. So it's not, God is not an ATM machine. Okay. So that's the first thing. But it shows you the path. It kind of gives you like the lights to know where you need to go if that's what you want to do. So it's amazing stuff. It really, really is. And it will work with a relationship situation. But they keep telling me that you have somebody in mind. And I guess it's just this person that you've visualized, but that person is actually
there's
real.
this image in my mind. I don't know if this person's real, but
No,
be
they're
awesome
real.
if he was. So, okay,
They're
cool.
real. They're real. I know that
Yeah,
they're
I'm
real.
even getting to the point where I'm cutting out magazines to get a better picture of him.
Well, doing the vision board thing?
Well, kind of like that. But I have this
I would
image in my head, and so I'm just trying to find the right eyebrows that I see, things like that.
Yeah, this person is real.
Oh, that's awesome.
And they are near you. So
that's good because I live in 2 different states, so that's a bit of a problem.
Yeah.
No, I do. I live in 2 different states, but I haven't been in Arkansas for maybe 4 months.
Okay, it's not going to be in Arkansas.
Well, that's good. So, I have plans for the state that I'm in now.
Yeah.
So it's
tough
living between 2 states.
It is. It definitely is. I spent 3.5 years on airplanes between Atlanta, Georgia, and Los Angeles, and I do not.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, that was.
Well, I'm not that far away from Arkansas, but just.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine 2 different coasts.
Yeah, it was 3 weeks in one and 2 weeks in the other, and 3 weeks in one and 2 weeks in the other, and I did that for 3.5 years, and I thought, oh, gosh. I was much younger then.
I'm only at 2 years. I'm only at 2 years. And
you're only at 2 years? Okay. But
yeah, and just no.
Mhm. And keeping 2 households and.
Oh, I know.
Ugh. Yep. And I had businesses on both coasts, and they were different, and it was
wow.
a mess. Yeah, it was a mess.
But it gives you a unique history.
I definitely have a unique history. I definitely do.
Have you started writing a book, or?
I have a children's book that's already out. It's called Roar of the Northern Lights. You can get it at Amazon. And I just signed up for this new platform called Vocal, which is stories. And I'm going to put my experiences on there. And then...
Well, keep your copyright.
Oh, yeah. I've got... I luckily for me, I have...
Well, you're not stupid. You would know.
I married an MBA, and he deals with all my intellectual property and all that mess. So I just say, here you go, send this to wherever it needs to go, and the Library of Congress and all that mess. So yeah, but it's an interesting life. It's a busy life. It's exciting, but you've got some changes coming your way. But you already know about that, don't you?
No. Please tell me, because I don't want unexpected changes. I've had that for the last 4 years.
No. This is good changes.
Okay.
This is. It seems like things have been, from what I'm just going to tell you what I see, because that's just the easiest way for me to do it. Okay. So, and I don't know why I'm seeing this, but I will just go with it. I'm seeing vintage salt shakers that look like ducks. And they're shaking. Like, just shaking.
We have vintage. I have vintage salt shakers where I'm at right now. We have some that look like birds, but they're not ducks. But
okay.
So they're shaking. You say
they're shaking. Like they're almost like doing a little.
Yeah, like you're going to get salt out.
Yeah, they're shaking back and forth, and they are. The shaking is slowing down, and it's a good thing. They're settling down.
Okay.
They're settling down. So the turmoil and the uncertainty that you've been dealing with, that's going to calm itself down. And things are going to be much more concrete for you. They're going to be much more concrete for you. Look for a increase in income in April or May, okay? And I don't know if you deal with any type of contracts or what, but they're showing me a contract that's turning into cement. So to me, that means that your career plans or whoever you're working with, that's going to firm itself up even more than it is now. And that's going to become a more stable relationship and more profitable.
Well, it's subcontract, so I document events, and that's really dried up the last 2 years.
Okay, so they're telling me that things are going to be better for you financially that way.
Good.
So,
That's
okay.
I really needed to hear that.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
No, not a problem at all. Look for somebody offering you an opportunity soon. Okay.
Maybe it's the DNC. Yeah. Maybe I'll get lucky. I've worked hard. It's not just luck.
No.
I need to make that clear. This is not a luck thing. You know, I've worked hard for this, but to have the opportunity to come available, sometimes that is luck.
I think I know that psychics are big on luck, and I am not big on luck. To me, it's the energy that you have put forward, and the positive energy that you have put forward, and it's finally coming into fruition. So to me, it's like gardening. Okay, you're putting all this effort in, and you're tending and nurturing, and sometimes it takes for bloody ever for the pot to flower, the plant to flower. Bleh. But
like bamboo, it takes 5 years for the roots to take, to set. But once it's down in the ground, it's unmovable.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, I like that. I like that a lot. Is that the majority of what you saw?
Yeah. But just things getting more concrete for you, settled. I hate to say this because this is, but everything is congealing for you, and it's a good thing. Okay.
I'm more peaceful.
So,
I'm more peaceful.
Yes.
I mean, that's for certain.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's all coming together this year for you.
You like dogs, don't you?
I love dogs.
My son, I thought you would like this, and I'll try to make it real quick. I will make it quick. He's getting 2 miniature schnauzers. He paid a breeder. I wasn't very happy about that, but cute dogs. And they're coming here at the end of February. He's in college. Guess what their names are? Now, remember, a schnauzer looks like an old man. He's naming one Bernie, the other Sanders.
Oh, my gosh, that's the cutest thing ever.
It's funny, regardless of whatever your political affiliations are.
No,
I can just imagine him chasing them, yelling, Bernie, Sanders. I could almost hear it.
I think
that's
great.
Just lightheaded fun.
Make sure he has, kind of sloppy cardigan sweaters on for their first photo, and put them in.
We do have a couple sweaters, and I bought them some shirts already because they'll grow pretty fast. But we want a lot of cute pictures, and hungry 24/7 and blue because they're brothers. Yeah. I just hope the palm cheese not going to have a problem with the miniature schnauzers. I don't know. She's the sweetest dog. But I'm eating up your time. I'm sure you have other callers. I'll politely bow out.
But so thank you
really?
So much. Yeah, I'm fine. If you have any other
one more
questions.
thing. That gentleman that had been fired from a long-time job, this might have been 2 nights ago. I don't know if you were on last night, but, you handled him so well. I could tell that he felt so much better. Some people can do a short call reading, but I think you made a difference in his life. So I just wanted to give you an atta girl about that.
Oh, thank you.
Do you remember that gentleman?
Yes, I do. And, sometimes you just have to, That's why I like, this is my show and I can do what I want.
Mhm.
And sometimes I can go through
Sure.
a whole bunch of people and, get a lot done. But the thing about it is that I believe that everybody that calls into my show is calling in for a reason. And you don't know who is listening that may need to hear the
True.
same thing. So,
Well, it was a nice exchange to listen to.
oh, well, I
It was
appreciate
a really
that.
nice exchange.
I really, really do.
Yeah, listen back to it.
I can't listen to myself. I sound
Why?
weird. I sound weird to myself.
Okay, you do not sound weird. You have a lot of resonance to your voice. I used to do voiceovers. So
thank you.
a lot of times we'll sound flatter. In our mind, we don't sound as flat as what we think our voice sounds like.
Uh-huh.
But you have nothing to be concerned about. In having unique voice, there's a lot of good things about that as well. When someone has like a really baritone voice, or maybe the only thing I don't like is vocal fry. Like the Valley Girl, when they're trying to sound cute and sexy, I can't stand that. But you have a lot of resonance. You have a lot of resonance to your voice, and that's something that's born within you, kind of like, I don't know, being able to run fast. Some people just will never be able to run fast. And your voice runs fast, so to speak.
Oh!
But it's calming. If you look up resonance on YouTube, you can learn a little bit more about it. You might want to look into voiceovers.
Really?
Mhm.
I've had, it's so funny that you would say that because
The dialect
I have,
also is good.
Oh, thank you. I have a friend who has been working. I'm in Georgia, and he's been working with Tyler Perry and doing some voiceovers.
Oh wow, he's got
him.
that new studio.
Yes.
How fun!
And he called me up and he says, they need, a Southern Grand Dame voice.
There you go.
And I said, well, why are you calling me? And he says, seriously, Holly?
Well, you hear your voice all the time. And to you, that's normal, but you really don't have a normal voice. You have a voice with resonance.
Well, thank you. You have just made me feel so good this evening. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. Well, I used to do what you're doing now, so I get it. But, normally where the money is in the tech world. They have people, reading instructions and all that. But they want more of a Midwestern voice. But
right.
You could do a lot with your dialect. I think, how fun would that be? You would have a blast and a half. You really would.
I really would. I will absolutely look
You need to get a new mic anyway, right? You need a new mic. Go look at some good mics. Some condenser mics.
Well, I've got a Yeti. Does that not sound correct?
It's pretty good, but there's some upgrades, and I think you'll be able to use it and be able to write it off on your taxes.
Okay. I will tell my husband.
See, even better. Well, good luck. Good luck.
Thank you so much.
I don't think you'll need it, but
have a great night.
You too.
Thank
All right,
you.
I'll let you go.
Have a good evening. Bye-bye.
You're welcome.
Wow, that was amazing. Huh. Thank you for all that. I really appreciate the kudos. That was very, very nice. I feel awesome now. All right, let's see who's next. You're on the air with Golly, Miss Holly. How can I help you?
Hi, how are you?
Hey, how are you?
Doing good. Doing good. Getting there, but doing good. Getting a lot better.
Oh, great. What can I do for you this evening?
Whatever you pick up for a long-term relationship that's coming in, or financial, or work with moving. Either one.
Okay. Let me pull some cards. Let's see what's going on here. Let's just see. Okay. So I'm pulling the Queen of Spring for you, and Unity, and the Nine of Spring. So the Queen of Spring is about believing in yourself And, okay, so this is what I thought it was. Okay. In order for you to move forward, you're going to have to go out of your comfort zone and ask for help, which is not easy for you.
Okay.
But the moving and especially with the moving and the career, both of those things, you have the talent and everything that you need to do well. You just need some help getting a boost. That's all. And people like to help people. And people will want to help you. But this whole spread in which your spirit guides are telling me is that you need to ask for help. Because it will also bless them and not just you. And it will give you exposure to some new ideas. Okay?
Okay.
I know
cool.
that's not
Appreciate
what you're
it.
looking for, but that's what they're telling me.
Okay.
All righty?
Cool. Appreciate it.
Uh-huh. Talk to you later. Have a good one. Good night. God bless. So let's talk about asking for help for a minute before we get to our next caller. There is nothing wrong with asking for help, especially in this time that we're in, because everything is so crazy and everybody's trying to figure out this new normal, this new reality that we're in. And it is okay to ask for help. It just is. And let me tell you what happens when you ask for help. You let people know that you're willing to learn new things and that you're open to new ideas and you're wanting to move forward in your life. So please be aware that asking for help is a good thing. And it also allows other people to bless you with their experience, but also to be blessed by helping you and learning something about you and going outside of their comfort zone as well. If it is anything that we have learned, hopefully, this past year, is that we do not do very well by ourselves. We are not meant to be by ourselves constantly. Now, I like my alone time, let me tell you, okay? But as far as asking for help, which is not my forte at all, so I'm preaching to the choir here, guys. Asking for help opens yourself up to new opportunities. Okay? So now I'm going to get off my soapbox and talk to my next caller. You're on the air with Good Golly Miss Holly. How can I help you?
Hi, Miss Holly.
Hey!
How are you? This is Tanika.
Hi! I know. What's going on?
First of all, I think that what the last guest said about your voice is very true. You could definitely make so much money. Your voice is very distinctive and cute. Your accent is adorable, and it's very different, but it's a lot of Southern Belle. So I think you would do great.
Oh, gosh, y'all are being so sweet. I had not even thought about that. But I'm going to think about it now.
Oh, yeah. If you ever decided to go into that area, I think it would be a breeze for you like that. You wouldn't even try hard, I don't think.
Okay.
You wouldn't have to.
All righty. I may be calling y'all back for advice because I just started doing this in September. So, who knew?
Yeah.
I mean, who knew? I haven't heard from you in gosh knows how long. What's going on?
I know. Well, I've been trying to maintain at the job. I'm just getting to the end of my rope. I don't know if I'm making progress or not because I'm getting to a point where I kind of want to start fighting back, and I don't want to be that way because that's not me. Like, I'm really a nice person, but there's just people who just don't care about coming in and ruining your whole day by them being rude and backstabbing. And they've been that way to me since I started, and I just took it and took it and took it, and now it's getting to a point where I'm just starting to get rebellious. And that's not pretty. It's not going to be pretty. So I've been looking for other jobs. I get offers, some offers, but they offer to pay less. And I'm afraid to take them because of that. Touring, because I don't know if I should leave or if I should. And if I should, when am I going to leave? When I should and when it's going to happen. And also, you know, I would like to move because my house where I live is not healthy for me because the people that live here they're just not nice to me, and my environment is not healthy. And I would like to move, and, you know, relationship wouldn't be bad either, but I just wanted to know what you see, like, in those areas for me, because it's just like, I don't know.
Okay.
And it's just bad.
Let me tell you what I'm hearing, and let me tell you what your guides are telling me. I'm hearing a lot of people aren't nice to me. I'm hearing a lot of people being rude to me and that type of thing. You do not deserve to be treated that way. All right? But getting back at them is not your way. It's not your way. And that's not a bad thing. Because what happens is you get into this cycle, this negative cycle of, well, they did this, now I'm going to do that, and they did this, and it just escalates and escalates and escalates and escalates, and eventually something's going to blow. Meanwhile, you're living in this constant high anxiety quagmire mess that never ends. Okay, so you're always feeling negative, you're always feeling stressed, you're not enjoying your life, anything like that. So let me ask you this. So you're getting offers that pay less. Are the people nicer to you that with these jobs that you've had offers for?
So far in the interviews, yeah, they seem nice. I mean, I don't know what the other people like that work there, but the interview people seem nice enough. It's just, well, you know, you can't really tell.
Okay, so do yourself a favor, okay? These companies that you are interviewing for and getting offers for, look on Glassdoor.com and look at the reviews. Do some research. And I'm not sponsored by Glassdoor.com. Okay, sorry, I forgot I have to say that every time I see something like that. Anyway, but look, do some research on these companies and find out what their employees and their ex-employees are saying about them. That is where you're going to find the truth about things, and it will help you avoid another situation than like you're in now. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I do not see the situation at your particular work where you're at now getting any better. You will be able to stay there for as long as you need to stay there. But the only thing holding you back from moving forward is you. And the other thing that they're telling me is don't be afraid to look a little farther afield for a new position. Maybe perhaps somewhere you need to move to. Even if it's on the other side of town or something like that. Don't be afraid to look a little further afield, okay? Because that's where you're going to find this new beginning for you, because you just kind of need to get out from where you're living and get a new position and just kind of start over and give yourself a break, because you're very, very tired, you're very, very stressed, and you're very aggravated.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Yep.
So, and we get that. We get the, toxic work environments. take over your entire life. So just be aware of that and be proactive about not allowing it to take over your life. You're a smart cookie. Okay? Mm-hmm. And you know that. You know, people are stressed to the max right now because of what's going on, and there doesn't seem to be a whole lot of end in sight, and people are very frustrated and very scared, and they're scared they're going to lose their jobs and all sorts of things because there are millions of people out of work. So a lot of people are in survival mode, and they're not going to act the way that they should because they're working from a place of fear.
Oh, they've been that way since I first started, though. They acted fearful when I first started because they thought that the boss and me were going to be buddy-buddy, and I was going to come in and, you know, they felt like their jobs were threatened or something when I came there, so they were not nice to me from the get-go before COVID started, before COVID.
They are still operating from a place of fear. Their experience with the company that you're working at has taught them that. That's a learned behavior. It's a learned behavior. So even though I know that you feel like they're being just mean to you, this is not the first time that they've done stuff like this. It will not be the last time they've done stuff like this because of their experiences there. That's how they react. It's unfortunate. It's very unfortunate, and it's not fair to you. But that's what their work experience with this particular company is like. And that's why they act the way that they do. Because they've been treated pretty badly. I'm not making an excuse for what they're doing to you. I'm just telling you that situation is not going to change because that's the culture of that company.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been trying.
So
I've been trying.
Yeah, and you're doing great. Okay, you're doing wonderful. But don't just realize that they are where they're at because by their own experiences, because the experiences that they've had with that company. All right. I know it's hard not to just want to scream at all of them and go, "Really? Oh my gosh, can we not behave this way?" I get it. I worked in corporate America for a number of years, believe it or not. And some of the things that happened, the first 6 months I worked at this particular company, my husband would come pick me up, and I would just walk out of the office with my mouth open and go, "You're just not going to believe what happened today." I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe people acted that way. I mean, I was just like, wow, really? People actually act this way? People actually say these things? So what I'm trying to get you to see is that their life experience that is the reason that they're acting the way that they are. So you have a little bit different life experience, but you also are a little more self-aware, and you know that perpetuating negativity is not the way to go. These people do not know that because they don't know anything different. So the main thing that you need to do is protect yourself while you're there and find something else, even if it doesn't pay as much, somewhere else where you can thrive. Because that position is not that position and how the atmosphere there is not going to change.
Mhm. Yep. I've been looking.
So, okay. Now we've talked about grounding and stuff, right? So you know how to ground and protect yourself. Please tell me we've talked about this.
I think I am so thin-skinned and sensitive and defensive from I've found pieces of paper in the garbage about me, stuff written about me. And the person, I talked to my manager about the person. The person just came back, sat next to me like it was nothing, did not look at me, didn't apologize. I mean, that's just the tip of the iceberg. But what I'm saying is I'm so thin-skinned now and so, like, over it and so in an agitated state. I don't have the calmness in me I don't think I have the calmness in me to protect. All I want to do is fight now and make them have their day ruined, like they ruined my day.
Yeah, I get you. Okay, so we need to talk about grounding and doing a bubble of protection. And now, are y'all in cubicles or are you in a shared workspace?
It's a shared workspace. It's like a bench type of desk, and I don't like it. I wish I could be alone. I don't like it.
I don't. I was in one of those, and it drove me bananas. No.
It's ridiculous. They behind your back, you see them talking about you in the computer monitor screen. It's just so immature. And he's a grown woman, older than me. I mean, like I said, I've been applying to places because I know the money's good. The job is walking distance. I can walk to it and go home. I don't even have to spend money on transportation. But even still, it sucks that I have to leave. But I know I have to go.
Yeah, you do. But let's do a couple of things, okay? Mm-hmm. I've talked to you about. Have we done a grounding exercise together? And how to protect ourselves? Okay, so let's do that. Okay? So what I want you to do is I want you to sit with your feet on the floor. You can do this right at your desk. Okay? And then I want you to sit up straight and close your eyes and take a couple of deep breaths. Okay? Let's take them together. Ready? 1, 2, 3. In and out. In and out. Let's do one more. In and out. Now I want you to roll your shoulders back a little bit for me, okay? And you've got a lot of tension in your neck and right between your shoulders. So let's roll that out. And I also want you to kind of twist in your chair to get that back a little less tight. Because you're just tight. And now I want you to close your eyes. And I want you to visualize this beautiful golden light coming down from heaven and entering into the top of your head. Okay? And then it needs to go down into your neck, down through your back, down your arms, goes down into your knees, into your ankles, and then the light comes out of your feet and goes into the earth. Okay? Now that is God's divine light. Okay? We are all of us divine children. Okay? We're all related to the divine. So this connection that we have is actually our divine birthright. Okay. So that being said, the next thing I want you to do is all that negativity that you've ingested and all the anger and all the frustration and everything, I want you to think of it like little dust bunnies. And it's going right into that light that's flowing through you, and it's just getting dissipated. So it no longer exists. Okay? And just allow that to flow through you. Okay? Now then, what's your favorite color?
Pink right now.
Pink? I love pink. Okay. So what I want you to do is I want you to know that light that's coming out of your feet, I want you to visualize that making kind of a loop. And as it comes back up out of the earth, it's going to be this beautiful shade of pink that you can see through. And it's making a gorgeous bubble all around you. Now, you can breathe in the bubble. You can expand it or contract it at will. All right? And all of these mean things that people are saying And the letters that they're writing, I want you to visualize them as arrows coming at you. And as they're coming at you, they're hitting that bubble and sliding right off of them, just like Teflon. Okay? Now, here's something I want you to practice on this weekend, because I have an assignment for you on Monday. Okay? So I want you to practice this little exercise, especially expanding and the contracting of the bubble. Okay? When you go to work on Monday and you have somebody that's bugging you, I want you to visualize that bubble, and I want you to push that bubble out. Okay? And as you're pushing that bubble out, I want to see if the people go away, because they should. You can drive people away from you simply with your energy. You don't have to say anything. You don't have to be aggressive. You don't have to get outside of what you believe is right at all. You just push them away with your energy, with that bubble. It's fun. You'll enjoy it. I promise. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So do you have any questions?
I guess, like when you see me moving and leaving the job, I know you probably don't see anything with love for me. So,
I see a lot happening March and April for you. More of it's in April, but I see you meeting somebody in March. Okay. Now, you're going to be very reticent to start a relationship. Okay. And take it slow, which is what I tell most of my clients. Take it slow. But this is going to be fun for you. This is going to be fun for you. This is the type of person that is a very good partner, but they're fun. And you need to have some fun. You need to give yourself a break. And this will be a good break for you. Okay?
yeah. You know, and moving, you don't see me moving anytime soon, right?
That is all dependent upon you. A lot of this is dependent upon what you do moving forward. So if you want that to happen, you need to put that in motion.
Can I ask you, I don't have a car, but I just spoke to my father today on the phone. He lives in Georgia, and he talks about me moving down there maybe to start culinary school.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a thought. Maybe I'll mull it over this weekend. But he wants to help me get a car, and I have my license. I know how to drive and everything. There was a friend that was letting me drive his truck, but he stopped because at my current job I got into a little accident in the parking lot. Do you see any danger with me getting a car and putting it on the road? Like, because sometimes I wonder if maybe that's why all these years I still haven't driven, because God is trying to tell me something.
No, sweet pea. God is trying to tell you to go to Georgia and be a cook. Why are you still there?
Well, he just told me to, because apparently one of my cousins, they're making very good money from it. So
okay, so come to Georgia tomorrow.
I've been down there. It's nice. I know. He's living real well. All my family is down there. It's very nice.
And you're where you're at because why?
Because I want
you like to be miserable?
No, the only thing that's keeping me here is my mom. Like, I feel protective of my mom. She's married to a man that just does not look out for her. She's getting older. She still works. He does not try to make sure. He doesn't work. He doesn't try to make sure she has a ride home from work in snowstorms. Like,
your mama is a grown woman. And your mama does not want you to give up your life and be miserable for her. Okay?
Yeah.
Mama can take care of herself.
I hope so, because that's a big like a big fear of mine, leaving her. But I applied to someplace. They said they're gonna look into my references. It's an obesity clinic called LI Obesity, and I'm kind of scared to work in a setting now with a bunch of women because I've been burned. Like this current job, the job before, the women just in these offices, they just don't treat me nice. So I'm wondering what you see with this Long Island Obesity Clinic if they end up offering me something. Like, is that a red flag place to like stay away from?
I think that I think that God is trying to very not so gently tell you that you need to get the heck out of Dodge. Okay? God is answering your prayer. God is not answering the prayer the way that you think it should be answered. But God is still answering your prayer. You want to move. You want to get out of this job. You want to get a car. And you talk to your father, and guess what? God answered your prayer. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So, this is not, I have a lot of clients, and I say this all the time, and I had a client one time who was a landscape artist, very, very talented person, super talented person. And she wanted to get into a different niche market in the landscaping industry. And so she was telling me what she wanted to do, and I was like, oh, okay, that sounds really cool, blah, 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 blah. And then she was telling me about all the jobs that she had lined up. And, but I can't do what I want to do because I'm doing this, that, and the other. Well, she was doing the niche market that she had wanted to do, okay? But the clients were not doing what she thought was best. But she was actually already working in that industry and had several jobs lined up in this niche market that she wanted to work in. Okay? So it's kind of like if God gives you a purple box with pink polka dots and you ask for a pink box with purple polka dots, are you not going to open the gift? God has handed you a purple box with pink polka dots. Okay? Your guides are telling me, take it, take it, take it. You will do very, very well in Georgia. You'll be able to meet new people in Georgia. It will be a completely different atmosphere for you. And you don't have to keep taking this abuse. Do you really think your mama wants you to be unhappy and take all this abuse and live in a place that you don't want to be in and do a job that you don't want just because you're worried about her?
No.
Okay, then you answered your own question. See, my job, a lot of, people think that psychics are, have all this woo-woo stuff and everything. And but everything that I'm telling you is coming from the divine or your spirit guides. This is not anything you don't know. I'm just telling you it's okay to know this, but your prayers have been answered. See you in Georgia.
Well, the Georgia thing would be coming up, my father said, like around summer, if I save and we get a car. But the obesity clinic would just be for me to get out of the bad job now, just to get out of it. That's why I was wondering if I should take it.
No. Every alarm I have is going off about this obesity clinic. Do not get involved with them. Yeah, do not get involved with them. Just don't. Bad news.
Really? Oh my God, why?
I can't say, okay, because I'm on the air. Just know that that's not for you. You are not going to enjoy that. I know where you're at is difficult, but the money's decent, and you can walk to where you're from, and you just need to. Once you make that decision to shift gears and go to Georgia, the attitude, the energy around everything around you is going to change. Okay, right now, part of the angst that you're dealing with is because you don't see an end to what's happening. When you make that decision to go to Georgia and you start putting things in place, things will get more tolerable for you because you know it's a temporary situation. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But if you're going to go to, just no to the obesity clinic. Just no.
Oh, my Lord.
It's just not for you. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Well, I have got to get off this call because I'm already over on my time. It was so good to hear from you. And I know you're going to come to Georgia. And I can't wait. It's awesome. And then you're going to go and learn how to cook. And then you're going to make me a delicious meal.
I would.
I would love it. I would so love it.
Such a pretty cake with your cartoon on it, and that says "Good Golly, Miss Holly." I would. If I learned how to do it right, where people would want to eat what I make, I would definitely make you something really pretty.
Oh, I would love that. I would love that. Hopefully, when all this crud is over, I can start having classes in person again. And since I'm in Georgia, and if you're here, well, we could,
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, that'd be so much fun. All right, I'm going now. You have a good week.
Okay.
And remember what I taught you about remember about the energy thing, okay?
Yeah.
Trust me, it'll be fun. Okay?
All right. Yeah.
Trust me, it'll be fun. Practice on your bubble this weekend, and then when people start, getting too close and being, spread that bubble out and see what happens.
Right.
You can do it. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right, sweet pea. I will talk with you later. Thanks so much for calling in, and have a good night. Okay? God bless.
Thank you.
Bye-bye, sugar pie. Well, as usual, I have runneth at the mouth again, and of course we're running over again. Sorry, guys. Anyway, for all of you out there who were listening, I really appreciate your continued listening. And thank you to everyone who thought I had a great voice. And I am going to look into voiceovers. I don't know how that works, but, if anybody has any suggestions about how that works, please drop me an email. My email address is missholly@goodgollymissholly.biz. That email again is missholly@goodgollymissholly.biz. You can also please join us on Monday because I'm going to have Marin with me, my dear beloved friend Marin. And Wednesday, I'm very, very excited about Wednesday. I got to tell you all about this. Wednesday, one of the most talented students I ever had is a woman named Deborah. And she is just fabulous, And she's going to be on the air with me on Wednesday doing readings with me. I can't hardly wait because y'all are going to love her. Y'all are going to love her. She's just awesome. And she's very direct spoken like I am. So there will not be any pink ponies and rainbows and roses and flowers on that show. I can tell you that right now. But anyway, thanks so much, everybody. And y'all have a good night. And God bless. And you have a great weekend. And we'll talk to you on Monday at 8 o'clock with Dream Talk with me and Marin. Okay? Bye-bye. Night, everybody.